Last time on Square Roots, it's trouble at the fort when Helen plots a coup against the captain. The ghost of Sebastian turns out to be a puppet in disguise, and chaining up a lady in the basement comes back to bite everyone. Also, it turns out that the real ghosts are the internalized guilt we carry born from our own terrible mistakes. I know how that goes. Took me 5 guesses to get the Wordle today. I'll never forget.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Square. Oh, hold on. Let me do that again. My voice broke a little bit. Hey everyone, I just did it again.
Finally.
Hey everybody!
Congratulations, Mom.
Hey everybody!
Finally a man.
Hey everyone.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, this is. Oh no, I forgot what I was supposed to say. Hey everyone, welcome to Square Roots, the classic RPG podcast. That was really casual. The podcast where we play and talk about your favorite classic RPGs one chunker at a time. And this is episode 5 in our series on Banishers, the Ghosts of New Eden. I didn't even introduce you guys. I'm joined by Johnny. I only have a small frame of reference for this episode because I have 2 hauntings, but I'm going to call you Goody Perkins Brandon.
Am I past Goody or future Goody?
They're both kind of the same, right?
Okay.
And Vanessa.
I'm Vanessa. And I saw Goody Johnny with the devil.
What? No. And Vanessa, I was thinking, wouldn't it have been better if been like the past comes to bite them literally because they're like, nyang, nyang, nyang. You know, I guess they attack more with claws, don't they? And like
Sure, what are you
swords.
talking
Yeah.
Oh, the ghosts.
Yeah.
Look, I'll admit that wasn't my strongest last time.
I
did
liked
on
it.
the fly
It made,
last night.
It made
and...
me laugh.
Oh, well, thank you, Johnny. That's so sweet of you.
I'm sure the listeners will appreciate your apology for your last time.
You know what? They're not all gold, but they're all good. And sometimes silver is just as good as gold. Not fiscally, but, some skin tones take it better.
It's true.
Mine included.
It's
It's
hypoallergenic.
a book of secrets. Yeah, I
I never saw
wearing
gold kill a
silver
werewolf.
Jewelry to gold. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Think about that. Why don't you?
Why is silver magical and like holy?
I don't know.
I think it has something to do with mirrors. It's like old mirrors were made of silver, so it like reveals truth and.
They could do.
Things like
Didn't they
that.
make scrying mirrors out of silver?
Yeah.
Remember when I played that game on Steam where you had to run away from Jimmy in the hotel, and the way to
Yes.
communicate with the ghosts in the rooms was to use your scrying mirror and your radio?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a
I
great
do
game.
remember that.
Remember going and playing what's the paranormal game we played where you had to like ask questions? We should play that again.
Phasmophobia. Hey, we got the Alan Wake crossover
yeah,
to do.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We did that this
What?
week.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I
Johnny,
still
you
have
gotta-
it. I still have it installed.
Yeah, update your Phasmophobia games so we can play the Alan Wake Phasmophobia crossover.
Ooh. All
Apparently,
right.
it's got lots of
How
little
long
bits
is
of
that
lore
going
in
for?
there.
Ooh, does it? Like new stuff?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's new, but all right. So let's go.
Do you have
let's
any
go.
honk gaming goose you would like to honk at your fellow Square Roots hosts?
Honk gaming
Yeah.
goose. That's like hot gaming news, but cool and bird filled.
Yeah, but better.
Okay.
Because we're all birds and we want to fly away. That's why we call it that.
Ugh.
Hmm. I have some, and I also have an objection that Johnny has put his honk gaming news under mine, which is already the same story. So I'm going to combine it.
Oh, I copied
And-
it out
I put
of
that
the-
in there. I put that in there before anybody had anything in there.
I put that in there.
No, you didn't.
Oh, maybe you did.
I did.
Yeah, I just put this other one. Well then, since Jim and Johnny put it in there, let's talk about what it is. Tell me your
Okay.
thoughts.
Wait, what?
Thoughts
Tell
on
me
what?
your
You have to
gossip.
tell us a thing. You have to
No,
tell us the
you
thing you're
tell
talking
me.
about to
It's
get our
your
opinion on
story.
it.
You have brought it to the table.
Because
This is
I
a good
really
episode.
like to listen.
Xbox has changed its name. We have a full Xbox rebrand, including a name change. It is no longer the Xbox, it is Xbox!
Xbox!
Is that how they say it?
Xbox!
I imagine
Xbox!
them saying it like the guy in the Mortal Kombat song.
What's that?
Xbox!
Oh, we didn't have sound for musicians turned on, so it like clipped you out.
Oh. I don't
Yeah,
if I go
yeah.
back, if it doesn't sound like my voice, it just like the background noise removal just removes everything. But I'm not going to do it again, so you're just going
Okay.
to listen to it in the episode.
Yeah, well, it'll be in the edit.
imagine
'cause
it.
It recorded.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's fine.
Which we'll definitely
You did.
listen to.
Well, I'm editing it.
Oh, okay. Well, Johnny will definitely listen to it. Wait, when Johnny edits, I do tend to listen to it for QC purposes. All right. We're all going to hear it. Let's
Uh-huh.
move on.
Uh-huh. I also sometimes forget to unmonk the track when I edit.
That's right. I listen for the monkin.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a jungle out there. Chaos and confusion everywhere. No one seems to
So do you think
care.
that so previously it used to be capital X, capital B, OX, right? Now it is
Right.
capital X, capital B, capital O, capital X.
Right. So instead of like Xbox, it is Xbox.
Maybe they're turning it into like like making it an acronym.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Every
Yeah,
letter
what's
is
it
going to
stand
stand for
for?
something.
B dot O dot X. Let's see. Excellent
That song starts with an
branding
E.
of Xbox.
Xylophone. Boys only. Xylophone.
What about
I like excellent branding of Xbox. I think that's my.
you just have to start excellent with an X.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's how it's spelled, I think.
Yeah. It wasn't Y2K. I was thinking about getting a bodysuit for like bar night, like, you know, kink bar night, a silver one. I was thinking I'll kind of look like every video from Y2K where everyone was wearing like silver bodysuits and silver jumpsuits and stuff, especially like Spice Girls.
Mhm.
They were wearing silver in a lot of their videos.
La 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 la, Johnny's here.
Mhm.
La 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 la.
That's the best Spice Girl song.
Is it?
Yeah, I think Spice Up Your Life I love its like weird cyberpunk futuristic video. Do you remember that? They were like,
Yeah. They were
Yeah.
like flying around on skateboards or something.
yeah, flying
Oh,
skateboards.
I remember that.
yeah, and like lights were coming in through shutters and stuff. It was all very, very well shot. And I think "Say You'll Be There" is their second best song because that's a banger.
Well, why does Wannabe fall on your ranking? That's like the classic Spice Girl song.
It's not a very good song though.
Oh.
Wow, that's a
Now
hot
I
take.
know how you feel.
Yeah, sorry. So
Wait, hold on. I have a good intro for the next Honk Gaming Goose.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Subnautica 2, more like Biolotica U, because it sold a lot of copies.
Vanessa, give
Ah.
Thank you.
So we have to
Thank you.
give it to him. We have to.
Yeah,
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 please.
yeah. Clap, clap,
Please.
clap, 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 clap.
Thank
clap,
you,
clap,
thank
clap,
you,
clap,
thank you.
clap.
People bought a lot
It
of
sold
Subnautica.
Yeah,
Two.
sold a whole bunch of copies, and still in
People
early
love
access.
Subnautica. They like Subnautica too because it has more bioluminescence than ever before.
Wow,
I've never played a Subnautica.
it's like an underwater survival and research game.
Oh,
It's like a swim around, get stuff game.
okay.
Yeah, explore, run away from hostile stuff,
Like
don't
a
die.
Valheim or like a Minecraft.
Yeah, kind of. It does have a narrative though.
Oh, interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah. I would say more like, have you ever play or hear of Sons of the Forest?
No. I think you made that
I
up.
imagine it's similar. No, that's a game. I imagine it's like that, but underwater.
Okay.
And it's multiplayer.
You're on an alien planet. You swim around. You build stuff. You research stuff.
Yeah, in the first one, you were like, you crash landed on an alien planet when you were underwater, and you had to, one, figure out what happened when you crashed, and then two, build resources in order to get off the planet. That was like the thing. That was the thing. I don't know what the thrust of the new one is, but
Probably the same thing. Crash again.
yeah,
Yeah.
crash.
Mixtape, apparently Annapurna says they will not be delisted. That all, because like games with licensed soundtracks tend to be delisted, like how car games with licensed cars get delisted.
Yeah.
They said they signed all their audio contracts in perpetuity. I don't know what that means.
Very.
That means they can use it forever.
Mm-hmm.
Probably very expensive too. Good thing it's Larry Ellison's daughter that published the game. That rich jerk.
Yeah, Nepo
You guys
gamer.
hear about all the controversy there? Fake gamer.
Oh, they
Annapurna
paid all the reviewers.
paid
to give the
paid
game.
off all the reviewers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what they say anytime a woman's involved in a game at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Interesting.
I've played like 2 hours of, maybe a little over 2 hours of Mixtape.
What do you think?
I think it's fun, but I will say I think the main protagonist is kind of like the bad kind of insufferable hipster. It's kind of like really annoying to play as, but otherwise the game is it's fun to play. Music's okay.
Yeah, apparently
Maybe they'll learn their lesson by the end of the game.
Maybe.
And be like, you know what? Just because I like this music doesn't mean that that's my whole identity.
well,
It's just music I like.
she wants to be a sound supervisor, or like a music supervisor.
She does, yeah. She wants to be a music supervisor and like program all the soundtracks for movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's her aspiration.
But a lot of people don't realize the amount of law you need in that, because it's all about negotiating contracts, like the contracts for Mixtape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and in perpetuity, I heard.
Yeah, perpetuity. Do y'all hear about this Sega Super game?
No, what's that?
No.
They announced it like 5 years ago that Sega was working on a super game. It was going to be online. It was going to be multiplayer. It's going to be like free to play, and it's going to have every Sega game in it all together. And like, it would be like Ready Player One, but all Sega.
What? That's crazy.
But it's canceled.
What would it even have in it?
They
Sonic?
never showed a single thing of Sega's Super game. So you could,
Sonic and Shenmue and
Crazy Taxi.
maybe
Dragon
you
Quest? Is that a Sega game?
no.
No.
Oh.
Grandia 2 maybe? Was
Fantasy
that Sega?
Star.
No, Grandia 2 was just on the Dreamcast.
Yeah, Grandia is owned by Square now. I think they own the
Yeah.
rights to Grandia.
Fishman or what was the fish guy?
Seaman.
Seaman.
Yeah.
Seaman.
Streets of Rage, Fantasy Star, Outrun, Space Harrier, Panzer Dragoon, Alex Kidd, Wonder
Ooh,
Boy.
Panzer Dragoon.
You
That's
can have a
good one.
lot of stuff.
We should do one of those. We should do that for the show. Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Yeah. The only thing is, like, a legit copy is $1,000 now.
No.
We have a Patreon.
We don't have
Fine.
that much of a Patreon.
Speaking of that, patreon.com/squarerootspodcast, so we can finally afford to play Panzer Dragoon Saga.
We'd also all need to get Saturns. I have a
Yeah.
Saturn, but I do
Yeah.
not have
Pony
Panzer
up.
Dragoon Saga.
Join the Saturn tier for your $500 a month contribution.
No.
Yes?
Anyway, so no Saturn tiers. But we could also play, if we did that, we could also play Shining Force 3, but we have to play Shining Force 1 and 2 and CD first.
I mean, obviously.
Well,
Yeah, obviously. Yeah,
good thing we have a whole nother decade that we just started up to do all
Yeah.
of this game playing.
is there anything, does anyone want to tell me about Grogu going into Fortnite? Speaking of super games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Y'all remember when the dead spoke and it was like the best thing that ever happened in Fortnite?
Yes.
Uh, Everyone was like minding their own business, and then that old Palpatine came along and he's like, "Hey, hey, hey, here I am, speaking, and I'm dead. The dead speak." Well, get ready for even more Fortnite excitement because if you're in Fortnite, you're going to be able to watch a clip of the Mandalorian and Grogu in Fortnite.
Wow. Great.
Yeah, everyone,
Cool.
everyone's really excited. Everyone thinks it's really cool.
Is that true?
Is it true that it's going to
Is-
happen, or is it
No,
true
is it
that
true that
everyone
people think
thinks
it's cool?
really cool?
Is Grogu
Probably
gonna have a gun?
Someone does.
Is Grogu running around with a weapon, like a firearm?
He must, because he's like a bounty hunter now, right? So,
What? But he's
He
a
has to
little
arm
guy. He's a
himself.
toddler.
well, yeah, but he still has a job.
When does Mandalorian and Grogu and the Swole Jabba come out?
This Friday, right? Or I guess
Yeah.
that's at the release of this episode in a couple days.
I guess I'm gonna go see
Mhm.
that. I want to see how much Swole Jabba is in that.
That's your
Vanessa,
only
are you-
interest in that film.
Yeah,
Is just seeing Jabba?
yeah. I want to see Swole
Uh,
Jabba.
Were you asking, am I interested in seeing Swole
yeah.
Jabba?
Yeah.
No.
Are you interested in seeing the movie?
No, not at all.
Oh, really? I thought you were a
Yeah.
Star Wars person.
Yeah,
you
fake
went to the
Star
Disney
Wars.
theme
Star
park and
Wars a lot.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
nerd, fake nerd.
Yeah.
Fake nerd.
Yeah, I like Star Wars a whole bunch, but I never kept up with the series, and the movie looks like for kids. In fact, I think I saw an interview with Pedro Pascal where he was describing it as Star Wars for kids. And
Oh.
Well, I just
I
saw
don't
a family film, and that's okay.
there's nothing wrong with family films, but
Yeah.
that's not like my favorite kind of Star Wars. I like Andor, I want to see like
Mm.
people sitting around a table and talking about political machinations for half
Yeah.
an hour without any kind of
Trade.
action.
Should there be trade federations?
I
Oh,
want to see the
yeah.
Trade Federation. Give me that
Yay!
good stuff.
I don't know if my date
yeah, so-
date tonight's happening. I asked if he's still up for hanging out. He hasn't got back to me yet. What's up with boys?
Yeah.
Jim, what's your opinion on
Hashtag
what's up with boys?
I don't know. How do you even where do you even start?
Yeah,
That's what I always say.
yeah.
Jim, is boys just afraid of like conflict, and that's what their issue is?
Well,
Yeah.
why would anyone be afraid of conflict with me except for Teddy? The one time that he told me Darmok was the best Star Trek episode, and I got mad at him.
You got mad at him?
No, that episode sucks. It makes no sense. Sorry for telling it
There's
like
a
it
difference.
is.
There's a difference between best and favorite, and we all need to keep that in mind sometimes.
Mhm. Anyway,
My
John's like,
favorite
"No."
thing to do is make fun of Matt, but is it the best use of my time? Probably not.
I don't know. Think about it. What else could you be doing that would be more fun and better for you than making fun of Matt?
And making fun of Matt. It's just better for
Mm.
me. I think it's better for him, too.
How?
Can't let Matt get too big for his britches. His
Do you
little
thi-
britches won't fit.
Do you think
That's
Matt
true.
has?
We gotta knock Matt down a few pegs.
What do you think? One of the main problems Matt has is too good self-esteem.
Yeah. That's classic Matt.
Yep.
Pretty much wakes up every day and he's like, I'm the greatest. I'm the
Yeah.
best.
Goes to
it's
the mirror,
Matt
is like,
time.
look at good.
Yeah,
Walking on
looking good.
sunshine. Ka-chow, ka-chow, ka-chow.
We love you, Matt. You're not listening to this episode anyways, but we love you.
Yeah.
Matt. All right, somebody do one more piece of news.
I'll do one.
Yeah.
They announced what's the games for SGDQ coming up. Summer Games Done Quick, and I didn't read the entire list. I only read the headline of this article, which was what the finale is going to be, and it's going to be Expedition 33. That is going to be the finale game of this year's Summer Games Done Quick.
How can such a long RPG be done quickly?
I don't know. I don't even know what the speed run is for that game, but I bet it's a pretty fun thing to watch. If you like to watch that kind of thing, I plan on watching it.
Oh,
That's all I had.
boop-a-doop-a-doop-boo. I don't want to
Oh,
do like
more.
an exact. I don't want to do an exact riff of what was it, Haunted Doll Watch, but
Oh,
for today's Virtual Boy watch on new releases for that Virtual Boy that you all bought me. Jack Brothers is out on Virtual Boy Classics, Nintendo Virtual Boy Classics, and V Tetris, and Vertical Force, and Virtual Bowling, and Space Invaders. I've always wanted to play Jack Brothers because that's the first
What?
Shin Megami Tensei game. Oh,
I have some questions about Jack Brothers.
yeah. Let's talk about it.
Is that what do you do in that game?
You're either Jack Frost or the
Jack your bros.
Jack-o'-lantern from the game Shin Megami Tensei. You remember Jack Frost? He's like
Yeah.
the mascot in those Persona games and
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay, so it's brothers named Jack. It's not like an action
Yeah.
title.
And they masturbate each other.
Oh no!
Ah!
the Jack means jacking off.
It wasn't it nice to see that girls were doinking it to Thor in that meme that Anthony Regina posted today that I posted into our group chat.
Oh yeah, the Thor panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just glad that doinking it to your favorite comic book characters is for everyone. It's not
Well,
just for
it is.
boys.
Yeah.
Is doink it? Is that a unisex term?
Well, I consider
Doink-
doinking is like an internal thing. You know?
Ladies are mostly
yeah, I
internal.
know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. There's doinking.
That's exactly what I was thinking when you said it. That was an internal thing. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah. Would you agree, Vanessa, that that's the definition?
Well, I've never heard that term before, but
I did make it up.
I would say that
It's like an onomatopoeia because that's the sound that it makes.
yeah. Is it?
If you're doing it right.
I
Doink.
I was surprised that girls be doinking it to Thor because I always thought of like Peter Parker as more of a girl fantasy kind of character and Thor is fantasy, but it was nice to see that even back in the 90s, before Chris Hemsworth took up the hammer, girls were doinking it, I guess, to Thor.
I love how
Doinkin'.
disgusted with yourself you sounded saying it. That was great. Okay, here. So, just some context, people. You might not know about this, but there was a letter to Marvel years ago that got published. It said, "Dear Marvel, I just saw your issue of Marvel Swimsuit Special 1994. It was very cool because it was 50-50 male and female. For once, someone was fair. It's usually 98% female. I'm a black female, late 20s. I want to see Thor nude. The Don Panosian Tom Smith picture didn't do him justice. In fact, 60% of all Thor pictures don't do him justice. Thor is truly a godsend. Please draw him in much more handsome and nude in next year's issue. Thank you," from Letra Bledsoe. Anyway, so the new swimsuit special this year has Thor wearing swim trunks that are printed with that letter on it, which is
It is amazing. I appreciate it. I think it's good. I think it's nice to allow women to be horny creeps for their favorite fictional characters.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Anyway,
what do you think? Like somebody, do you think somebody knows who wrote that? And like their mom, like their son saw that, her son saw that, like their mom.
Probably.
They knew their mom was the one that wrote the horny letter about Thor.
Her name's right
Yeah.
there, Jim.
Yeah.
She probably has her original letter framed up and hung in her house because they published it. And now she'll have this too.
She should,
Yeah.
as she should. Is that all the hot gaming news there is
Yeah.
to honk?
Yeah, and that's it for the Virtual Boy corner.
Was that what that was?
That was a good one.
That's what that was.
Well, before we get into our haunting tales, why don't I tell you about the Square Roots stream, where mostly me streams whatever my heart tells me. Right now, my heart is telling me to stream Live Alive, and I'm almost done with it. I'm just about to finish the near future chapter.
Which martial artist did you save?
I saved the girl
Okay.
because I heard that she learns the best moves.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard.
I saved the beefy boy because I thought it was fun to save the beefy boy.
I don't think you can go wrong with any of them, but I think I read that the girl has a slight leg up in terms of, like, she's able to do the Shifu's moves, learn the Shifu's moves, some of the moves that the other ones can't, I think. Anyways.
The girl is like the only
that's
female
fun,
character
and
in
then-
that game, too, that you can play as. So it's nice to have the
Is
diversity.
that right? Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
You can play at, there's the cave, the girl in the caveman era, but she's
Yeah,
not like
she's
the
not the
protagonist, but
protagonist.
she's a playable character.
Yeah, she doesn't make it to chapter
I'm
6.
thinking about your chapter
Or whatever
6
that
character.
last
Oh,
chapter
she
is.
doesn't? I don't remember much about
10
that.
or whatever that last chapter is.
It's like 8, I think.
Yeah.
Or 7. I don't remember. Anyways, that's a lot of fun. I got Persona 4 to work, and I played a little bit of Persona 4, and that was fun. The next game I want to get to, I really want to play Saros. That might be the next game I really get into on stream is Saros. Anyways,
I thought for some
This,
reason that Returnal had been free on PSN, but I don't have Returnal in my library because I was wanting to play Returnal, and
It was
I
free
can't.
at some
I have
place.
to pay like
if you play Returnal, tell me. I want to play Returnal multiplayer because I'm not good at it, but I would think I would
I
get
tried
a lot
to play it
further
with
in
you,
But,
Jim,
it's
and you ran
$80.
away. Or something.
wow.
Oh, we could never
we
get it
couldn't
to
get
work,
the voice
could we?
chat to work. That was right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Or at least not on stream
Yeah.
anyway, I don't think.
Yeah, isn't there something weird about PlayStation voice chat where it's very hard to capture?
It's weird on stream. Like, there's lots of permissions you have to set up on both sides to allow their audio to be captured. It's kind of annoying. But if you go to YouTube and search up Square Roots Gaming, you can find all that sweet streaming content. Hey, it's Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Yeah. Check it out, and we'll soon have a stream on there where we're gonna play the Phasmophobia Alan Wake
Hell yeah.
crossover content. Where I'm excited to see, are we gonna have to like try to exorcise Mr. Scratch
That
out
would
of the
be
place? Or are we
amazing.
gonna try to contact Alan in the dark place? That would be pretty
I wonder
cool.
if it'd be
to
like
able to do that
Thomas
stuff.
Zane or who's the lady who Thomas Zane was into?
The old lady.
yeah.
What's that lady's name?
Her
Vanessa
name
knows.
is
Granny Featherwax.
Granny Rags.
Yeah.
Or, and this is spoilers for Alan Wake 2. Beep boop beep boop. Spoilers. Don't turn your audio down. But you guys have played it. Maybe you have to try and contact Thor and Odin, who as of the end of Alan Wake 2 are in the dark place. Wouldn't that be badass? And you had to like use one of their old albums or something. Oh yeah, cool.
We never completed a single try in the high school, right? Like
No,
we
it's
never
too big.
in Phasmophobia ever. Yeah, we
I
just
don't
died
remember even
every
attempting
time. No, we've died. Like there's one time where Jim was like, we were ghosts, so we're trying to find where Jim went to, and you were hiding like under some stairs or something.
Yeah. I went into hide mode quite a few
but I
times.
think we stick to the small houses. We can find some Alan Wake secrets, and there's some new maps that we've never done.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a refresher for sure. I don't remember how to play the game or how to diagnose the hauntings or whatever. But anyways, yeah, find that on the Square Roots Gaming YouTube channel. Johnny, tell us what you're working on with Bears and Games Neo.
I am in full production mode because I got a long weekend here in Canada, celebrating the birthday of Queen Victoria, everyone's favorite virgin queen, but she had kids. I don't understand how that works.
That's why we have a 3-day weekend too, I think.
Don't you have Memorial
Yeah.
Day coming up?
Same thing.
Huh. Okay. Well, sure.
Memorializing her birth,
And-
and it's not on the same weekend.
Yeah.
So I've been working hard on Porsche Unleashed, a review and a comparison between the PC and the PS1 version. I've recorded voiceover I've already re-recorded the opening because my friend didn't like it. Can you actually? I want your opinion on my original version versus what I changed. The changes that my friend told me to make. Here's my original opening. It was the year 2000. Need for Speed, Cisco, and Nelly Furtado were all top of the charts, and all three were at their make or break it moment. For the fifth game, EA Canada decided to spice things up. EA bought the exclusive rights to using Porsche in games and celebrated with a game populated entirely by Porsches. Would Nelly Furtado find success beyond I'm Like a Bird? Would Cisco compose and record Thong Song 2, a track so good it would usher in a new age of peace and prosperity for the world? Could a game with only Porsches carry an entire Need for Speed? Yes, no, and maybe? So that was my opening. His critique was, in the beginning, they can't simultaneously be at the top of the charts and at their make it or break it moment. Maybe nix that.
That
last
is a
bit.
make it or break it moment.
That's what it's
Right.
like, what do you do then? Like, do you keep going, or do you like have a follow-up single? Do you have Thong Song 2 that saves humanity? I think it works.
I guess you could say they were at the make it or break it point of like whether or not they would be considered a one-hit wonder.
And I changed it to, and all three needed to decide one thing: what's next, which is clearer. But I like the original. But some people didn't. Some people didn't like it, so I changed it. I can't do
Don't compromise your art, Johnny.
Do.
Why not?
That's what I have to say about that.
Okay. Anyway, so that's coming out probably in like a week or so. The next video, it's coming together fast. I recorded all the stuff for it a while ago, so it's all good to go. So that one's coming out, and then the next video I'm making is Cooper Opens World on Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Aren't you all excited about Vice City?
I am, because Vice City has the best soundtrack of all the Grand Theft Auto games.
I was playing the original PlayStation 2 release, and it has so many songs that are not in the later releases, like dozens of songs that are, like, what's her face? Running Up That Hill Lady's song,
Oh, wow.
Wow, was removed from it. All Michael Jackson songs. Rocket by Herbie Hancock was taken out.
Wow. Because they didn't get the rights in perpetuity.
Boop, 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 doo, 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 doo. Did you like that? That was I was popping and locking.
Well,
I saw some
Yeah.
locking, not a lot of popping.
Oh, okay.
You were halfway there.
Do you want to do some
yes,
quest line?
please.
Yeah, let's do some quest log. This is less of a quest log episode and more of like a here are some hauntings that we
The haunt
did.
log.
Because these aren't. I guess these are like mini quests. Mini quests.
Oh, boy canceled on me.
Side quests.
Boy,
Side quest
so
log.
I don't have a hard out.
Oh, he canceled.
It's okay.
I don't think this will be a long episode anyway. You could
it's fine.
go see another movie. Go to the theater.
No, I've seen enough movies. I'm gonna work on my project.
Go see Obsession.
You are an obsession. You cannot speak.
You said that game
That's
messed
such a
you
good
up,
song.
Jim, and I don't know if it's a good thing to be recommending to or movie mess
That's a
you up.
movie.
You shouldn't be recommending it to your friends. Are you trying to mess up your friends?
Why would you
It
mess
was
up
a fun.
me?
It's a fun movie. Anyways, let me tell you who. Well, I guess who wants to go first in the ghost story?
Can I?
Ghost story roundtable.
Can I tell you some spooky ghost stories?
Mm-hmm. What if you tell us one, and then we do it round robin
Oh,
style?
yeah. Let
Whoa.
me see. All right. There is here, I'm going to tell you a little story called Trade Secrets.
Ooh.
It's about a woman who's gone missing, the bodyguard of Squire Paris. Now, Squire Paris, he's the jovial fellow you might have met you can meet him like right at the start of the game. and you probably met him when you were in the hunter's camp last time. He's just trying to make ends meet. He's trying to make things work in this workaday world. Do you like Squire Paris?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, honestly, yeah, that's probably good. So Squire Paris was this businessman, and he ran a business of importing and exporting goods and trading with the local tribes. And there was this one tribe that got wiped out by a group of mercenaries known as the Hummingbirds. You might have noticed all these hummingbird logos all around. It's like boxes and carts you can run into throughout the game.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering what that was all about, and that is all about this group. They're bad. They slaughtered an entire tribe except for one girl who was, I guess, bought into slavery.
Oh,
But
no.
Squire Paris took her out of slavery, freed her, and then offered her work as a bodyguard, optionally. I
Generous.
think, yeah, that seems like a cool, chill thing to do.
Mhm.
Did you ever talk to Jane before she died?
I did.
There's a-
She's like in town. She was worried about the French woman because she's friends
Mhm.
with her. So she kind of gives you some information about her. And she's not like super interested in being your pal. She
No.
doesn't really get what the whole Banisher thing is, I think. And she's also a native woman. And she's one
Yeah.
of the, I think, only native characters we encounter.
Yeah,
So
I
you
think
can
so,
kind
because
of-
everyone else has left due
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
disease and stuff.
Hmm.
And that pesky curse.
And that
Yeah.
pesky curse thing. I'm trying to remember the name of her tribe.
I don't
I
remember.
don't
I'm
remember. I think
afraid.
they do say it though. They also mention that like the indigenous people never really settled in that area.
Yeah,
like
'cause
they avoided it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I think they used to live there but left, I thought, because it was so bad.
She said that they avoided it because it sucked.
Yeah. So you talk to
Like people won't.
you
come
talk to Squire Paris, and he's like, "Could you find her for me?" And you start seeing spectral things. And you're like, "Uh-oh, she's probably dead." One thing, you find a key to his chest, which is like you have to like smash down some stuff, and then like it falls to get this key.
Mhm.
And when you get this key, you find Jane's diary about how she's going to murder every single hummingbird person ever, and she has been. Like she's been hunting them down for like the past
Mhm.
10 years. And he's been encouraging that because, sometimes murder is good, I guess.
He likes to support her
Right.
hobbies and habits. You can also find his sort of manifest of different things. that
Yeah,
he's
this kind of
sold,
gave away the
which I
story.
think yeah, me too. So I don't want to say what it is, but I had the same experience that you did, Johnny, of understanding exactly what was happening once I saw his manifest of what
Yeah.
he'd been selling.
So he'd been doing trading with the local tribes as well. And you start following Jane, and she starts telling you, you find Jane. She's over in the swamps, sort of near where the witches lived before she died.
Mhm.
And Jane,
Yeah, I guess we should say you find her.
she is
but
super
she
dead.
Is dead.
Yeah, she is upset because she got killed by, I think, the ghosts of the hummingbird that she didn't get to kill herself. Like she got killed by supernatural forces rather than regular forces.
Yeah, I
And
think
she was
so.
upset that she didn't get to murder them herself. And she's like, "Oh, I want you to kill those for me." But as you start talking to her, like, and finding all these old letters and stuff, things start falling into place. Like you see that the hummingbirds knew Squire Paris, and that the Squire Paris kind of sold them the blankets to give to them, and everyone was aware of smallpox. Now, here's the thing. I thought, how could this be? Like, this is when I was in college years ago. How could this be? People didn't even know to wash their hands before doing surgery. How would they know that smallpox carried on personal belongings? And the answer is, I had to look this up. Basically, they figured it out because people who took the blankets and stuff from dead smallpox people caught smallpox. So even though they weren't aware of actual germ theory, they were aware that like basically sickness can linger on objects.
Ah.
Yeah. These blankets were specifically obtained from a hospital and known by them to be riddled with smallpox. And they have lots of notes about safely handling these blankets before they sell them to the tribespeople to, just weaken them up a little bit before they go in there and kill them all.
Yeah, and Jane really idolized Paris, I guess, because he adopted her at a young age and basically like raised her like a daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when she found out that he had something to do with this, she was pretty mad. He says, because you run into him pretty quickly once you go back to town, like, oh, hey, yeah, I wasn't trying to kill the tribe. I was just trying to get them off the land. And we figured that making them sick would make them want to leave. But
I don't know that that's better.
he says it, and they were getting better. Basically, because he wrote a letter like saying, like, I'm going to blacklist you from every trader in the area to the hummingbirds. Because what they did was after the natives started recovering from smallpox, they just came in and killed everybody. Which is bad.
Right.
It's all
bad.
But that was too much for Paris.
Yeah.
He didn't want anyone killed. He just wanted them a little sick.
I don't know if I buy that. He had to know that smallpox was a deadly disease.
Yeah, he knew that. He should have at least known that, especially with no history of smallpox in North America. It was going to be pretty... Well, I guess he wouldn't know that kind of disease theory that they wouldn't but even then, yes, he's seen it kill people. Why would he do this? The answer was for money, that he wanted to like free up this area. He didn't want to kill people, but his actions definitely led to a lot of deaths. And
he's a businessman. It was a business decision.
I still felt bad breaking Jane's heart as a ghost here. Like, but you had to.
Yeah.
She had to know the exact details of what went on. And so you're...
Do you have an option of not telling her the exact
you
details?
could just not finish the quest.
Inconsiderate.
And then you could banish her for some reason, because I guess she killed
I guess
a lot
that's
of
true.
people.
But a lot of bad guys, right?
Yeah, she killed a lot of bad guys. And then, so you get the option of ascending her, banishing her, or blaming Paris. Honestly, I mean, Paris is likable, but no, sir.
Yeah, some of these guys are hard not to blame.
Yeah, he sucked. So I ascended her because she deserved peace, and she realized that the continued pursuit of revenge wasn't getting her anywhere.
Yeah. I have been sticking to my all ascension plan because I decided somehow that it would be better for Rebecca. Is that her name? Rebecca?
Deborah?
Antea?
Deborah, who is my ultimate goal, is to give her an ascension, and I feel like if I ascend all of the people who are sort of around, it will help out in that quest. Whether that's true or not, I could not say.
Jim, what did you do?
I did the same thing you did. I'm also prone to ascent, as I like to do, and all. It hurts my feelings to banish people.
Well, I banished
that one guy.
a couple of real jerks. I should have banished. Oh no, he wasn't there. The next one, but we'll talk about him later. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So it's not really a spooky ghost story. It's more of a sad ghost story about tribes being killed.
I did like that they incorporated that into the game, sort of in the same way that they incorporated a discussion of slavery, even though it's not in the South, into the game.
Yeah.
And they're not
because slavery
was
legal country or colony wide, right?
Yes, but in sort of different, nuanced ways.
Right.
There
They
were
call
some
them
very strange
servants,
rules eventually.
servants, yeah, or woman servants,
Yeah.
or
Well, there's indentured servitude, which is different because you can pay your way out of it.
Exactly. And then eventually there became rules like you can like have an enslaved person in a northern territory like Philadelphia, but only for 60 days, and if they're there for longer than 60 days, then they're free.
Oh, interesting.
So
huh?
there were all kinds of weird little rules about things like that.
Had you heard of King Philip's War or the Metacom War before this game?
No.
I don't think I had either.
It's not part of this ghost story. I forgot to mention it last week because it is part of the whole haunting of Fort Jericho. Like basically all the guards were from the war against the indigenous tribes of the area who had been attacked. Like basically almost all the tribes had united, with a few that it was kind of a split. Some sided with the colonists and some sided with each other. There was a unified front of indigenous tribes that basically tried to kill and drive out Europeans.
Mm-hmm.
It failed, obviously, but
Yeah.
it was the last it was basically the last period of sovereignty for indigenous people ever.
Interesting.
Yeah, in that part of North America.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were raiding and attacking farmers and civilians. So and I think it's one of the reasons that the First Amendment came in, so that people could also arm themselves against. I don't know. No, that was later because this is pre-revolution.
Yeah, this is pre-revolution.
like-
I get very
Yeah.
but it definitely. I was reading an article about it, and it encouraged gun ownership and things like that. Sort
This
of.
is like post Magna Carta, pre-revolution.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's interesting. It's very sad. Like lots and lots of
Mhm.
indigenous people were slaughtered, and tribe versus tribe, and lots of just people. Lots and lots of regular people died.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, enough of a bummer. Let's go for spooky, scary stories.
Yay! Who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
Let me tell you guys a little story about a lady named Goody Perkins.
Oh, she's so nice.
Boy, this should be a more uplifting
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's not sad at all. So when you can find a big shipwreck, I think it's outside of the Harrows, or maybe it's on your way to like the Harrows town,
Yeah.
whatever they call it. And if you go by there, you can see a ghost. And when you approach the ghost, she looks at you and then doesn't say anything, but then turns and looks over her shoulder. And you can see a body hanging from, I think this is called the yard of the ship, which is like the big pole thing that runs perpendicular to the mast that the sails kind of drop down from. She's hanging from that in this big shipwreck that's in this bay. So you can go explore the ship to find out what's up with this lady, because you do see her kind of warp in there. And after getting into the ship, you find the captain's cabin. And in the captain's cabin, let me find my notes here. In the captain's cabin, you can find a little memory here. Actually, a little journal that mentions that this captain had a house nearby. So you're like, whoa, let's go see what's up with this house. Maybe we'll find more about this lady ghost. And so you go there and you find the ghost, but it's a living person.
She's alive.
And yeah, she's alive.
How would that
she
work?
Says,
Ghosts come
I don't
when
know.
people dead. How
Well, naturally, I was like twins.
I don't know.
But
Yeah, of course.
But-
Oh,
And that's one of the first
sure.
things they ask her. They're like, "Do you have a sister?" And she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, my memory's blank pages, but I would remember a sister."
Yeah, she has memory problems. She can't really answer any of your questions, but she does let you roam around the house. And in the house, she lets you go upstairs to kind of look around, and you find a memory of what looks to be Goody Perkins accusing a witch of like putting a curse on her husband's ship. ostensibly the shipwreck that we found in the bay. We also find a key with a whale engraved on it. We decide to take it to Goody to see if she wants it, and she says it's obviously not hers because she has no idea where it came from. So you decide to take it back to the ship and see what you can do with it. So you go back to the ship, and you follow the ghost outside of Goody's house, back to the ship. You go back to the captain's cabin and you find that it's kind of like partially restored weirdly. Like a lot of the damage to it has been reversed, which is strange. Neither Red or Antea can figure out what that's about. But you follow the ghost some more. Over I think through the crow's nest and the broken part of the mast, which is kind of a cool little platformy area. You find another outcropping that has a little spot you can perform a ritual on. There's a memory here you can watch, and it shows a woman named Hephzibah, who is kind of standing at on the crow's nest of the ship, and she's talking about how she feels incredibly guilty for the sin that she committed in front of God, and that she thinks she is going to commit suicide.
I have a question, teacher.
Yeah.
How'd she get up there? Because we got up there with magic, and she's an old lady.
Well, she was very motivated, I guess.
And is it important that the ship is called Kronos?
Well, maybe.
Yeah, the ship is called the Kronos.
There do seem to be some time
because it's a time ship.
Yeah, it's a time machine.
Yeah, and what we see is that the ghost and the lady are the same person, even though that it looks like that she committed suicide. She became a ghost, but then also is alive at the same time. Weird, spooky. We go back to the house. Behind the house, we find her husband's grave where Goody is sitting. And it's clear that she's beginning to remember what she did. Inside the house, you can find a stone that has an echo attached to it. You read the stone, and it turns out that this stone was used by Hephzibah as the first stone that was placed upon Deborah in her trial as a witch.
Where
dearie,
she was eventually
crushed.
That's my old witch crushing stone, dearie. Don't worry about that.
Don't mind that.
Aww.
And it turns out but she was so racked with grief over her husband who had just recently died, that in her grief she kind of projected all of it onto Deborah and was the first to add her stone to the weight that would eventually crush Deborah to death.
So why was she blaming Deborah for
She's a
the
witch.
death of her husband? Was she?
I think she was trying to make sense of the senseless nature of her husband's death, because she does talk about how her husband was an incredibly sweet but kind of simple man who worked so hard every day of his life and then finally saved enough to buy his ship. And she said her husband's eyes sparkled like nothing she'd ever seen when he got his ship for the first time, and she just loved him so much she couldn't square the fact that he had been killed at sea, and she, in her grief, blamed it on Deborah.
Surely
easy
she
scapegoat.
had cast some magic spell to cause the ship to crash.
Well, it turns out, because you can go talk to the ghost, and it turns out that this ghost is, she says, so the ghost is the part of Goody that remembers what she did and is kind of protecting her, the alive part of herself from remembering exactly. And she says that the more Deborah remembers, the sooner shall I die. And we so Goody remembers, and the ghost, you have to kind of decide what to do.
The ghost wants you to kill
with the ghost.
Goody, because the ghost says that if Goody commits suicide, her soul will be condemned to always, wander and never know peace because it's a sin.
Yeah.
So she's like, well, you should just kill Goody because we deserve it for what we did to Deborah. And then we won't commit suicide and it'll be all good.
She's also like indirectly trying to protect her from knowing the truth, which is kind of like the whole reason for her existence, or the ghost's existence, I should say. But this is what kind of confused me about this. Do you guys did she actually commit? She actually committed suicide, like she killed herself.
No. I mean, the answer is yes, but not yet. Maybe.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll. Yeah, it's interesting because you definitely do see the body hanging from the yard of the ship.
Yeah.
It's gone when you get there, but then you do see the memory of her actually committing the act. And then you have the ghost who, is a ghost. So all signs would point to the fact that she did. And
well,
then
the ghost says that she's sort of caught in a time
maybe
loop.
not anymore.
She's like,
yeah, and Red and Antea posit that maybe time moves differently for a lot of these like more spectral ghost haunting situations, depending on the nature of them.
so, yeah.
Which I thought was interesting, and I like that they don't poke at that too much. I like that they kind of leave it open.
I think that if to really sell that she's from the future, she should come back with like wraparound sunglasses, like the kind of narrow ones.
and like a Terminator arm.
Yeah, like a bionic laser arm. I think that would really sell that she's
I
come
am
back
future
from the
Goody.
future.
She called herself Goody. I'm Goody 5000.
Yeah, so then you can either kill living Goody or ascend dead Goody or blame dead Goody. I decided to ascend blame Goody, and blame Goody's like, you can't do this because she's going to kill herself. And we said, well, maybe giving you peace will give her peace. And ascended Goody's like, maybe you're right. Maybe this is the way to end this.
That's what I did too. I ascended the guilt
And
ghost.
everything works out just fine.
Yay, that's what I did
Works
too.
out just fine. Vanessa, tell us about
Well,
your
I think we
haunted,
should finish up
your
Goody's
ghost
story because everything doesn't work out just fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's a part
Yeah.
2 to this one. You can go back to talk to Goody, and she does kind of remember everything. She still feels really guilty. She mentions that she can't sleep, and she mentions that really the only things that provide her any comfort are the memories of her dead husband. This is where she really gushes about him, talks about like how romantic he was, and she mentions that he would often take her on walks on the beach nearby, and that there was a special cave that they never went into, but that he would always make up stories about. He would tell her ghost stories or adventure stories about captains, hiding their treasure in this cave. And it was something she always loved about him, is that he went out of his way to entertain her with these stories. And you can tell they were really important to her. She asked you to explore the cave to find a rosary pearl that she says was very special to her, that her husband got her. So you make your way down there, fight a bunch of ghosts, but find no pearl. You go back to the house to see if she's okay, and she's not there. But we do find the rosary at the grave of her
They're
husband,
like, why would she
behind her
lie
house.
about this?
Yeah, and then Red is like, I have a really bad feeling about what's about to happen. So you decide that she's probably at the ship because she's not at home and she's not at her husband's grave. And by the time you get to the ship, you find that she, in fact, has hung herself, I guess, again, or maybe for the first
she's
time.
lower down.
It's
She's
kinda
like hung
hard
from
to
a
tell.
reasonable spot this time.
She's in a different spot. Yeah.
Okay, so she
Yeah,
didn't
she's kinda-
have magic or like jet
No,
boots to
she
get up
didn't get
there.
all the way back up to the yard this time, but she is hanging from, I think, where you can re-enter the ship. She's hanging from there, which was I had trouble finding her body at first because like they'll go ahead and go on with
Yeah,
the
I
dialogue
had the same
whether
thing.
you
They're
found
like
the body or
commenting
not
on it. I'm
whenever
like,
you get
what
to the
body?
area.
Where?
Yeah, and I was like, what are you talking about?
They've seen the
But yeah.
body, even if you haven't.
Yeah. But yeah, you find out that she did kill herself and maybe was always going to.
Yeah, there's this line of like Red says like, "Oh, we were too late," and Antea goes, "Maybe we always were." You know, like
Yeah. Interesting. I thought this was more of one of the like more mind-bendier hauntings, and I like that it kind of played with like one person's grief in multiple ways. I thought that was interesting.
hmm
Vanessa, ghost story
time for my spooky story. I'm gonna talk about the apple rots by the tree.
Ooh.
This is a quest that you start near the hunter encampment, and you find evidence of a scuffle of some sort by the river. And if you follow the river downstream, you eventually find the body of a ghost. And you can tell that the ghost has, or the body's been, not the body of a ghost, the body of a man.
I was
The
wondering
body of
how
a man.
ghosts. I was going to ask, but I didn't want to interrupt.
The body of a man, what's been bludgeoned to death.
Oh.
And you find kind of a memory echo of the bludgeoning, and the person says, What was that? It's, hey, you're the Scudder boy. And then, oh no, why are you bludgeoning me? And after you find that, you see a ghost. It's not the ghost of whoever this person who was killed is. And the ghost is like, you stay away! Don't go see Scudder! So we're like, well, we better go see Scudder. So we go to check on this Scudder fella who lives near the village, and on our way to meet him, we run into a different young man who seems, what they would say, a little slow, a little simple-minded, perhaps.
Would he
And
spell moon?
yeah, a little MOON. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Just delete me out of
And,
this episode entirely.
He says, like, oh, yeah, Scudder's my cousin. I'm also Scudder. I don't know where Scudder is. I'm just a simple Scudder. And so you're like, uh-oh, there's two Scudders. So you go see the other Scudder, and you're like, hey, there's this ghost around telling me to leave you alone. And it seems like maybe it's your father. And this causes this young man to freak out. He's like, oh, they hung old Tom. I knew it. I'm going to be just like him. No. And sort of runs out the door. So you get a little bit more information and find out that this father is, or was, hung for murder back in the old country, back in jolly old England. But before he was captured, he got his son and his nephew, Simple Scudder, on a ship for the New World. So we decide to try to figure out, we need to figure out kind of which Scudder boy has done this crime. So we learned that Simple Scudder likes to go to the woods and hang out and be simple. So we head out to the woods to his little Scudder hut. And in the Scudder hut, we find a secret door. And behind this secret door is just a whole ass library. Just shelves and books. And then written down is like, Simple Scudder's secret plan. Take a bunch of money and buy a sugar plantation in the South and be rich. And everybody thinks I'm just a simple Scudder. They're so stupid. I'm going to be the richest person in the world. So then you go back to town where the cabin is and confront both of them. And you're like, okay, it's time to actually tell me what's going on. And Simple Scudder's like, I'm just a simple Scudder. And then you're like, come on, we know that you're not. And he's like, oh, fine. It's me, Evil Scudder. I was Evil Scudder all along. And he said, yeah, I killed the postman. And I took his coffer full of coins to be my startup money for my farm. But other Scudder isn't innocent either because he went along with it. And when he saw what I had done, he kept quiet about it. And he's always known that I was an evil Scudder. And he's just, a total pushover. And Daddy Ghost shows up and he's like, Evil Scudder, I always knew you were an evil Scudder. Yeah, I told you that boy's no good. And so then you have to decide, are you going to blame one or the other of the Scudder boys or banish/ascend this ghost? And oh man, I did want to blame Evil Scudder, but I stuck to my guns and I ascended the ghost. And then Good Scudder's like, all right, sit down, Evil Scudder. You and I are going to have a long conversation. And the sort of follow-up to this quest is that Evil Scudder requests that you go and find the money that he hid. And he's like, if you go find it, I'll split it with you 50-50. And Antea's like, are you really going to go find his money? And Red's like, yeah, I'm going to go find it. Whether or not I split it with him, we're going to have to see. And so I went.
Isn't it up at the top of some like fort in the mountain or something? Like some.
Yeah.
It's way up in the boonies somewhere.
Yeah, it's really hidden. It turns out that it is the payroll for the men at the fort. And so I did not give it back to Simple Scudder, and instead I took it to Pembroke, is that his name? And I
Pemberton.
Pemberton, and I gave it to him to pay the men's salary at the fort.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because it is like an outpost or something, isn't it? Where you find it. It's like some remote outpost. Yeah. Like there's a bunch of dead people.
Mm-hmm.
There's dead people everywhere. There's thousands
thousands
of dead bodies just everywhere in this game.
There are dead bodies everywhere.
And after that, Simple Scudder kind of disappears from the game, and you can talk to the other Scudder, and he's like, yeah, he left. Like, I guess he's gone to the Caribbean to go buy his sugar farm or whatever his nefarious plan is. And that's the tale of them Scudder boys.
Where was he going to buy a sugar plantation?
Like in the Bahamas, I guess?
Oh, that's all slave labor.
Yeah. Well, that's part of what makes him an evil Scudder.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, it's time for your next ghost story.
All right, let's talk about Saints and Sinners.
Butter.
All right, so do you remember Hugh?
Talk so well.
Hugh Batchelor.
Just mutter.
He's like the super religious guy you can run into in the Harrows. He's just like, and he used to be a school teacher. I imagine he would have been the worst school teacher.
He's like the first guy that you talk to when you get to New Eden at the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
he's the one who's like,
not cool.
They sent all the children away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This guy sucks, and he is obviously haunted. And because if you talk to him, he's like, yes, my sister is an angel, and you'll not understand because you're sinners. You guys suck.
Mm-hmm. Banishers only understand ghosts. They don't understand angels.
Exactly. And he's like, well, you want to see for yourself? Go out to our special cave by the old mill, which, as you might know, is that area where the void connection is very strong. The fabric between Earth and the afterlife is very weak there.
Mm-hmm.
And so you go over there.
Where my boy Lammy likes to hang out.
It's true. And his sister, you go and start seeing some like reflections of the sister. And she's obviously dead because she's a ghost. And if you track her down for a while, you start seeing some like, you do the not make manifest, the other one where you like see what happened, and she's walking around and she does
hearkening.
Yeah, she does some like what do you call it? Where you stab your hands like Jesus?
She makes stigmata on
Stigmata?
herself.
Yeah, she does a stigmata on herself. And you also see before where she's like lying down and she's really weak. And he's like, I brought you some of your favorite stew. And she's like, oh, I'm not eating. The less I eat, the more I am in touch with the Lord. He's like, great plan. This is great. You keep doing that.
Yeah, she's been hearing voices in this cave.
Yeah, because this cave is full of ghosts. And so if you track her, start following her around, you do find her body. She is dead. It's kind of hard. I'm not sure if she died from giving herself stigmata or from starvation. The game seems to say starvation. No, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's thought it was from blood loss because she like cuts herself and then dies.
It's probably a combination of both, maybe. Maybe she starved herself so much that she became crazed and
Yeah.
gave herself stigmata, or maybe the stigmata weakened her and
I thought this was
starvation
going to
didn't
be
help.
like a Dragon Age kind of quest where you find out that it was a demon or something. I guess there aren't really demons in this game. Yeah, there sort of are, right? The demons are
Yeah,
spirits
there's
that
at
are
least
really
one.
vengeful. But I thought it was going to be like, in Dragon Age quests, there's always like one lady who's like, yes, I'm speaking to Andraste. And you find out it's like a one of those demons, like a temptation demon.
Like
Oh,
a-
yeah.
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 Like a lust demon.
Yeah, exactly. And it was not Andraste at all. So that's why I thought this quest was going, but there is no big demon fight at the end. It's just this sad, super Christian lady who has been spouting. She believes she is hearing the Lord directly, and the Lord's asking her. You hear some voices like telling her to stab herself, so she's not making that up. But there's no like boss fight here. I thought there was going to be a boss fight.
Nope.
I wonder if it was Deborah, the lady's voice you heard.
I sort of wondered about that.
Yeah. So you track her down and she's dead. And then Hugh comes in. She's like, it's my darling brother Hugh. And Taya and Red are like, oh, you were following us. He's like, yeah, I thought you might be able to unblock some of the blocked access tunnels so I could go see my sister. And they blame him for her death. And he's like, you don't understand. She's now like a full angel. And you're like, yeah, no. And I ascended her, and Hugh went like bonkers. He hated
Yeah, he's
me
like,
doing
you
that.
have no right to do that. Well, he was gonna like bring people to the cave to see her and sell tickets and shit.
Was he going to sell tickets?
Well, I don't know if he was gonna sell tickets,
Okay.
but I think he was counting on her being an angel to get a lot of clout and convert people and sort of be the brother of the angel.
Yeah. So that's that ghost story. That guy sucks, I think, is the moral of that story, because he gets furious at you for ascending his sister to heaven. He wanted to kind of keep her around as a toy, or I guess like something to convert people with. I don't know. And that's that ghost story. It's not that spooky.
He also has one of the worst post-haunting quests. His
Oh.
quest is just like, I need you to find me 5 Bibles, please.
Oh man.
Oh
that is the
no! I've
worst
been
one.
finding those Bibles everywhere. I don't wanna do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, just like if you just really bounce around from fireplace to fireplace until you find 5. That's like the fastest way to do
Yeah.
it. I think.
Oh, okay. Ugh. I'm not doing all these activities.
There's some really good ones, like
Yeah.
that little
The
cannibal
wolf one.
boy from the
Yeah.
very first quest.
I've started that.
Did you
one.
do that?
I started that. He's very convinced. I just have to go find some wolfbane.
Oh,
Jim,
that one's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
tell me a spooky ghost story.
I already did both of mine. I did my ghost story and my
You didn't.
activity.
You only did one.
But that's all.
Don't you have
that's
another
all I
ghost
had
story?
ready.
Oh,
No, I told you guys
see.
that's what I
They were
did.
both about Goody.
They were
Well,
both about
tell us
Goody.
another one anyway.
Why don't we both do Misery Loves Company? Because I kind of remember that one.
Okay. So Misery Loves Company takes place in the Harrows. This kind of surrounds the barkeep lady, and she has gone missing. And you sort of learn. Is her name Phoebe?
think so, yeah.
And you learn about it from her pal, old
Ismail.
One Eye. Ismail, that's right. So Ismail lives above the bar and helps Phoebe out. But he is a teetotaler. He does not drink at all. But you kind of learn from him that ever since she's gone missing, bottles have been appearing all over the bar and appearing
Yeah.
all around him. And he feels haunted and tormented by these bottles because of his past, during which he drank too much and lost control and I think attacked a cop or something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Something
So
like that.
he's like, head out to the warehouse on the beach where she stores her stuff, and maybe you can find her, or you decide to like go out there by yourself. So you
I was
head
really
out there.
frustrated when I couldn't get into this warehouse like earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Because you can run by here, I think, on your way to the northern fort. You can go by this, and you can go all the way up to this huge warehouse that's jutting out of the beach, but you can't go inside of it.
And
Really
you're like, come
frustrating.
on. I know I'm going to have to go
Yeah.
in here eventually. You go in there, it's overtaken by roots. So we have to do the thing that we do occasionally of exposing the heart of the root and then shooting 3 little
Yeah.
nodules.
I
You guys
want to
like
say
doing
John said something very relatable today, which is if a root has more than 3 little nodes you have to shoot, it can fuck right off.
Yeah, I get so mad if there's more than 3, and I believe the quest I'm going to talk about, I'll talk about one more since you guys are, since Jim only sort of had a
Yeah.
combo one.
Like 1.5.
It had a 4-point root thing, and I was so angry.
The one
I
on
find
the
that once-
ship when you're going to find Goody's husband's like
Oh yeah, I
captain's
think
cabin had
that's
4
when I
too.
texted you that.
That's one of the more frustrating ones because it has a short timer and you have to run like outside the ship and then back in the ship in multiple places. It sucks.
I ran into a thing on that ship where there's like a plank that you have to shoot down in 3 spots, and I shot the 2 spots and it didn't fall down. And I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
and you have to like
there's
find that
only 2 spots.
that third
There's like a
one that's-
weird angle.
Yeah, it's right at
Yeah.
the base. It's lower down than all the other ones.
Mhm.
Yeah, I actually thought I might have hit a glitch because I'm like, it's not falling down. Come on.
That really, I got stuck on that when I first played this for like a half an hour.
It was awful. So once you clear out the roots, you find the bar owner's body and sort of do the memory thing on her and find that she was just like passed out drunk there. And Ishmael showed up and she's like, help me, Ishmael. I'm so drunk. I can't move. And he's like, you always do this. You keep saying that you're not going to drink anymore. You're my friend, but you can't keep doing this. And she's like, come on, help me out. And he's like, I can't help you. You know, you're too far gone to your addiction. And he walked off and left her there. And then she did die from alcohol poisoning. So you go back and sort of confront him about this. And he's like, oh, she's haunting me because I left her. I'm a horrible person. She's like tormenting me with the bottles because of this. And then her ghost finally shows up and she's like, wait. That's not at all what's going on here. You're my best friend, and I totally get like why you couldn't help me. I was too gotten to my addiction. It's not your fault. I want you to have the bar and like inherit it, and that's is why I have been having all these bottles around to let you know that it's totally cool for you to like serve the bottles now because you own the bar.
But he also
he's
thought
like-
it might be that abusive guy, right? The drunk who killed his wife?
Oh,
Yeah.
Caleb. Is it Caleb? No, it was the shoe guy, the cobbler guy.
Oh yeah,
Was
the
it?
cobbler guy.
No.
Was it? It wasn't the
Well,
cobbler
that's
guy.
No.
his terrible backstory is that his wife was killed by a drunk
Yes.
person.
Yeah, and so that's why he thought, or like
Oh.
at first you're sort of misled into thinking it's that guy that's leaving the bottles around because that's why Ishmael hates drinking so much.
Hmm. But no, as it turns out, it was her all along, and she's just like, no, I'm just like trying to communicate with him, and I'm a new ghost. I don't really know how to do it, so this was the best way I could figure out.
That is what
And
that's something I've always found funny, and I think I never thought about it this way until I heard Elliot Kalin talk about it in a really old episode of the Flophouse. But it's funny in movies how, like, because in a lot of movies it turns out the ghosts, they're just trying to communicate with you. That's why they're torturing you. But like, it's funny to think of the only way a ghost can communicate with you is by scaring you. This made me think of that.
it's the language of ghosts, spooks and surprises.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked this one because it's a little bit different, and it was one of your Casper quests where it's a friendly ghost.
Hmm. I've got one more.
Do it.
Now, this one, depending on how you play, could be totally different. Because if you blamed Haskell, what's the dad's name? Lemmy's dad.
Governor.
Lemmy, yeah.
Governor
if you
Haskell.
blamed Governor Haskell,
Fairfax,
you get a different quest than if you didn't. If you kind of dealt with that without killing anybody, because this is about the baker and the alewife. This one's not so bad. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't so bad.
There's no unfriendly ghosts here.
No, just a hubristic man who got what was coming to him.
Right. So basically, the town is starving. They can't make bread because they are out of wheat. However, the alewife has found out, as she's got a lot of skills in herbalism, she's figured out how to make beer without wheat and without barley.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got some other alternates with weeds and stuff, and she's got lots of notes around her house. This is where you have to destroy all the ivy around her house, and I got really frustrated at this stupid bit. Not as bad as there's one where it's like you have to go down a hill to shoot the last one, but if you don't get it, you have to go all the way around. No, that one's near there. This is like right around the Harrows.
That snowy one sucks too.
There's
I think
really
that was the one I had the most trouble with. Was the snowy one where there's like it's like in this little pocket, and this you have to shoot. You have to tag it and then go all the way around down and then shoot it and then run all the way up a little hill and then shoot it that way.
Well, this one's got like a 10-minute walk if you want to restart it. I'm like, fuck you.
Ew.
I'm not doing this. But there was a glowy blue chest, and I wanted that glowy blue chest. Anyway, so the two things you can get are either the baker dies and that you have to investigate the alewife, or the alewife dies and you have to investigate the baker. The one I did was
interesting.
Germs of Discord. So the baker is trying to figure out why the alewife is able to still make beer, because she is. She will not sell him, or she will not give him the way to do it, even though it would save a lot of lives in the town by having bread.
She demands payment.
Yeah, she's like, look, I'm doing this all on my own, and you never respect me, and you're not going to pay me now, and you're never going to pay me, so I'm not going to do it. You just got to figure it out. And he's like, well, I'm smart. I'm a man. I can figure this out. And he followed her around and watched her gathering ingredients and then made bread out of this pseudo wheat and died immediately.
Yeah, because she's an herbalist who uses different herbs for all kinds of things, and he saw her picking some poisonous herbs, and he's like, that must be her secret. I guess I'll eat it up in my bread. Nom nom nom.
Yep. And then died.
Yeah, and he his ghost is then accusing her of killing him.
Yes.
He's like, she killed me.
This is Perry Cottle and Lucy Barrow. Lucy Barrow being the alewife.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
She has the house by the river with the little water wheel, right?
Yeah. That's the one that's like clogged by
all the
ivy.
vines. Yeah.
So you can ascend him, basically saying like, "Hey, you didn't do anything wrong, but you're kind of a dummy," and you're just trying to feed people. You can blame her for starving people on purpose, or you can banish him because he's a jerk, I guess. He wasn't that much of a... It seems like banishing would be a real overreaction. here to
Yeah.
what he did.
Yeah.
He's already dead. He's
I mean-
kind of punished himself here.
I found it annoying that he kept claiming that she killed him, but I guess
Yeah.
annoyance isn't enough of reason to banish someone forever.
He does
Yeah,
like
banish
call
him to
her
the
a
void for
witch,
eternity.
doesn't he? Everyone
Yeah,
calls
he keeps
everyone a
calling
witch.
her
Yeah.
a witch.
Yeah.
They kind of frown on herbalism, or at least a lot of the
Yeah.
Puritans do. They don't really believe in herbalism because the first haunting that you do for the guy who is a blacksmith, he's making all the crappy blacksmith stuff. His wife is like a budding herbalist. If you go back and talk to her, she's become a full-on herbalist, so you can buy a lot of ingredients from.
Why would you ever need to buy ingredients when they're just all around you?
Yeah, you don't really need to, but you
Yeah.
can if you want
Lazy.
to.
I always make
Yeah.
sure that I bought like any special gear that they have, like if they have interesting weapons and stuff. I try to.
Yeah, usually if I stop at a merchant and I look through the ingredients, I'll buy it if I have zero in my inventory. Like if I haven't found it at all, I'll buy some just to be safe. But that's kind of the only time I'll buy stuff. But I like to buy the armor too. I don't necessarily care about the sword and stuff too much, but I like to accessorize with a nice armor set.
So you look pretty.
Yeah. Are you guys both still rocking that like glowy armor set?
Yeah, I accidentally put on a very low level one and was dying. I was like, why am I dying so easily? And like, oh, because this is a level 3 and has like 6 defense points. Like the 26 on glowy armor.
I think I went back to the Banisher armor set because I liked the perk of it, where I think
Yeah.
like every third punch helps fill your banish meter or something like that.
I can't remember
Yeah,
if
I think
it's the armor or the sword I have that if there's manifestations in cooldown, he gets more powerful, and the more manifestations in cooldown, the more powerful you get. So then I gave her the ring that slows down manifestation recovery, but makes them more powerful. I'm like, yeah, this is all like feeding into each
that's
other.
like a
Like, yeah,
combination.
give you like a
Yeah.
nice little engine.
Nice.
That's fun.
I'd like to give a couple of not full ghost stories, but just a spooky shout out. I want to give a spooky shout out to the quest with the full-on haunted house.
I wanna do that. Where's that one?
Investigate a woman's suicide. That's up in the mountains.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a guy that you can talk to. Is like he's in like a house that's near like a big estate, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of near the fort, up a little hill.
Yeah.
And
That one's pretty cool.
I'd like to give a spooky shout out to the lesbians in the forest.
Do they touch each other's cheeks?
No, because one of them's dead.
Yeah, but could the
but
ghost
you-
come and go
Oh.
like that?
Do they? Does
Um,
one of them get doinked?
Yeah, is there any doinking like on screen?
Well, yeah, absolutely. There's a whole bunch of on-screen drinking. Now, these women, you find one of them has died, and the other one was like, "Oh yeah, my sister died." And then, as you investigate, it turns
Oh,
out
yeah,
that these women
sister.
were not sisters; they were quote-unquote sisters. And the woman's like, "Oh, now that I'm single, all these men are going to come and try to marry me. This is the worst. I could get away with it before because my quote unquote sister was a little bit disabled. And so I was like, oh, no, I have to take care of her. But now every guy's going to be after me." And so Redden and Tear were like, "Well, we think we can solve this. How would you like to be a widow?" And she's like, "That seems a little extreme to like marry a guy and kill him just so I don't have to." And they're like, no. We're going to get you a fake death certificate for a fake husband, and then you can tell everyone that you're widowed. And so you have to go to the fort and steal Pemberton's official seal and forge a death certificate for her. And then she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a widow, so I just can't remarry. I'm so widowed."
That is a good one. There's a really good one too that's in the fort that has to do with a nurse and a sick guy. That I think is
Ah.
really good. I think we touched on it a little bit last time in passing, but that is also a really good haunting if you want to go do that one.
The follow-up to our cannibal boy He does think he is a
yeah.
werewolf. So you
Yeah,
have to deal with
I guess
that.
that is the first haunting. That's the first haunting that we did. Yeah,
Yeah.
the guys in the trappers camp. The guy, if we decided to ascend and not ascend the ghost and not blame the living guy, you can find him over by the hunting camp, and he is convinced that he is becoming a werewolf.
Mm. He's like, I heard about what Thickskin did, and now I know why I ate my lover. It's obviously because I'm a werewolf. And Red and Ante are both like, a werewolf? I don't think there's any such thing. And he's like, nope, definitely a werewolf. So you need to help him find a cure for that.
I think it involves going to a remote part of the map and killing a bunch of wolves, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, all of these sort of follow-up quests basically involve going to a remote part of the map and doing some kind of errand.
Yeah, and one thing I wanted to ask you guys, in some of the loading screens, when you load the game up, there's like I like these like matte painting looking loading screens that they have, like the water. Some of them look like paintings. There's one of like a big giant tree that is actually on the map that has a chest underneath it. Did you guys ever find that?
I don't think so. I mean, I found the giant tree, but I don't know that I found the chest.
I think there's a chest like on the underside of it that you can go find. I don't remember there being. I think there's maybe like an equipment item in there, but I remember finding it once, and then I remember trying to get back to it because it is a big landmark you can see on the map, and I can never find my way back to it. But there is a treasure there.
Yeah, there's the one treasure map by the waterfall I can't figure out. I'm too stupid. I don't know where it is.
There's one
That
in
one
the
was so
mountain
hard.
in the snowy area that I can't find.
It is in the snowy area.
I don't know where that one is either.
I do know where it is. It's sort of like there's like a hut that is like the back of it is blown out. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know about getting your back
I know
blown
what you're talking
out.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so along that trail, if you go like through the blown out portion of the hut and you're out behind it, there is like just on the ground, there's 2 planks and a rock on top of it to mark the X. It's like on the little bridge out the back of the hut.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
long time to find
Vanessa. That's really
You're
nice
very
of you.
welcome.
I'm
so glad
I'm
to
gonna
help.
go to try that.
I'm so glad.
Oh,
to
I
help
did-
Gamer guide.
In investigating Ishmael, when you find his sandy boots, did you notice the subtle reference? When you find Ishmael's sandy boots?
Oh, I did. Yeah, it's like Red bends down to look at it, and he's like, "I hate sand. It gets everywhere." And I was like, "Yay, shattered glass."
Then Red's like, "Are you mad at me?"
Yeah. It's still my dream because Hayden Christensen all the time is doing those like photo meet and greets at conventions where people go dressed up as Jedi. I just want to go in like a Juked Electronics shirt. Like a whole cosplay,
yeah.
like with a fake Juked employee badge and things like that.
He has a commercial that
Wear a
runs
shirt
before.
that says "Big Bad Bionic Boy."
Yeah.
There's a commercial that runs before movies now where he's like, "Yeah, I'm from British Columbia and I love British Columbia's park system, so we should all appreciate the park system together." It's like the least charismatic commercial you've ever seen. It's amazing.
That is amazing.
I think that Jim should go in his big bionic boy costume. I'll go as Melanie Linsky from that movie, and
I'll go
you
as a
should go
park.
Like yeah, you should go in a BC National Park shirt.
That would be great. I wonder if that's one of his favorite performances.
I think it would
He's
be.
good in it.
It's one of my favorite performances of his, so
Yeah, me
I
too.
don't see why it wouldn't be.
Well, that's it for this episode of Square Roots. Before we go, what are you guys squarely against, Vanessa?
I'm roundly for doing all of these hauntings. I think this was my favorite part of the game, was just doing random hauntings and solving random little mysteries. Even if they were ones that I didn't find particularly satisfactory, there were a lot of them, so there's going to be something for everyone in them. And you will definitely, if you do them all, find some stories that resonate with you. Johnny, what are you squarely against?
Well, I did put a video into group chat. We have a minute. It's short.
Okay, it's time to watch this BC National
Oh my
Park
gosh.
video.
Yeah. It looks like he's running for parliament.
I was going to say, it looks like he's running for, like, city council.
It's
That's
weird
an
that he just
interesting
looks like a
question.
guy now. He's just
Yeah.
a guy.
Would Hayden Christensen make a good prime minister, Johnny?
There would be so many jokes. Like, he would not be able to. Like, there'd just be people being like, yes, but in the question period in Parliament, they'd be like, right honorable Mr. Christensen, is it true that you did slaughter all the younglings? What's your opinion on Order 66, sir?
Yeah, would you still support Order 66 now?
What's your opinions on sand?
Yeah. He'd meet with the American president and they'd be like, meeting with Palpatine.
Considering you built C-3PO, what's your stance on AI?
Why did you build an etiquette droid anyways? Like, out from scratch, or was it like, it makes sense if you were rebuilding one, but why on earth would you build this? Makes no sense. An astromech and an etiquette. You were a child. What? Anyway, I am roundly for. I think the most fun one of these was the baker and the alewife. It was the most lighthearted. Didn't have to do with generational trauma or real life war crimes or anything. Mm-hmm. It was just silly fun. Okay, someone died, but it was his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the game, you know.
Yeah.
There's going to be a dead person around. I think I'm most roundly for the kind of flow state I achieve when I'm playing this game for a while. Like, you get into this rhythm of running from map point to map point, and I think the guide marker thing, the compass, is so intuitive because it tells you exactly when to turn.
Yeah,
when
it's
things
not like
branch.
it's not like a as the crow flies direction. It's
No,
more like,
it is like this is
like
the
Dead
exact
Space.
direction that you
Yeah.
need to go. Yeah, and it makes a lot of the traversal in this game a lot easier because these levels can be very vertical, which can be confusing to someone who's directionally challenged like me. And I think just the run from this place and then fight this thing and then talk to this person and then do that, and the sprinting and traversal is very satisfying. I just reach like a nice, like I said, like flow state playing this that makes it very satisfying.
I got a sweet achievement for freezing 5 enemies in a fight.
I saw that. I don't have that one.
Yeah, great job.
Freezing enemies is so useful because it's like, you're like, I'll deal with the you two later, and I can freeze 2 people at once. So I freeze both of them, and then I go and deal with whoever I'm fighting. And as long as you don't attack who's being frozen, they're frozen for like 30 seconds.
Oh, really? They'll stay like that? I didn't
Yeah,
know
exactly.
that.
It's really useful, and it kills a lot of
Oh.
those long distance sniper guys. It'll just kill them without, like, there's nothing. They just blow up.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about the gunplay here? I know we talked about it a little bit, but I just find it so satisfying to blast a ghost in the head with my gun. Yes.
Do you mostly stick to the gun for the big guys, the big lava monsters?
I do. The big lava guys take a
Yeah.
lot of damage if you shoot them in the head.
Yeah, that's usually how I
Yeah.
handle it.
Yeah.
Me
I-
too.
Although
I do wish we could have gotten like a faster reload at some point, you
Mhm.
know, but I understand.
Yeah.
It's being realistic.
I wish they would have worked in like a perfect reload mechanic, you know, like a lot of shooters do. Like when you hit the reload button, if you're able to tap it, time it right on the second tap, you'll do like an instant reload, like in Gears of War. And I think Returnal maybe does it too. I think they have a perfect reload on that, but I think that mechanic would have worked really, really well in Banishers.
there's one nest fight. It's in the cave where you find Hugh's sister, the Saints and Sinner quest. And the only way to really beat it, because you get super powered if you do perfect dodges and parries. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Yeah.
Not doing this one.
Yeah.
So I think the parries can. I mean, if you're fighting a bone walker, the parries are, I think, pretty easy. I don't find the perfect dodges to be very intuitive at all. Like, I think the window for the perfect dodge is pretty short.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean.
All right, well, that's it for. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say this is more of a next week statement anyway, so I'll say it next week if I remember.
Okay. Well, that's it for this episode of Square Roots. Since this is the penultimate episode, we will remind everyone next week we're going to be finishing Banishers, and then after that, we're going to be starting Legend of Dragoon, the PS1 JRPG classic.
Some
Controversial
people
classic?
really like it, and some people
don't
hate
like it.
Yeah.
Some
Some
people think it's a real
people-
stinker.
We've gotten a lot of messages about how excited people are for us to play it, so I'm
Yeah,
excited.
but they
We-
like us
we-
playing
we've
bad
gotten-
games. They
That's
like
true.
it.
I mean,
They're
I
sick.
think the last message that we got about this game though was someone who was so elated because they had been waiting for us to play this game for so long. That they just they're so excited. I think someone even resubscribed to the Patreon because they're so excited that we're playing this game.
Oh,
Someone
well,
said that
that's
they,
nice.
They yelled out loud with excitement when we announced
Yes,
it.
they squealed.
Well, I do like a dragoon. I'm excited to do lots of jumping, which is of course the classic dragoon move. And I assume that the game will just be a whole bunch of really long jumps onto an enemy's head.
I'm sure that's exactly what it'll be. So yeah, before we go though, let's do some level ups. Johnny, tell me about your level up. Johnny,
Who's Johnny?
you're Johnny.
There you go. Okay, so part one. This is a two-parter. Part one, I tried oatmeal for the first time.
What?
And yeah, I tried oatmeal?
You are a 25-year-old man. How can you have gone this long without oatmeal?
I just was like, yeah, let's try it. It looked like a cool thing. All the kids, we have free oatmeal packs at work. So I picked up ones, and I thought they were the cinnamon and apple ones
Uh-huh.
because they were red, but I didn't
Yeah.
notice the cinnamon and apple ones are green,
For an apple.
What's the red one?
plain.
I
Oh.
love plain
So-
oatmeal.
When I said that it was bland and that
What?
the flavor was undetectable, it wasn't because I had COVID, and it wasn't because of their flavor. Well, I don't know. I haven't tried the flavored one yet, but it was very bland. Oatmeal. I don't know if you know this, but oatmeal doesn't have a lot of flavor to it.
I'm upset because Vanessa said she likes plain oatmeal.
I do.
I had
plain
it
oatmeal.
hot.
If I were to take a paper bag and dice it up into 10,000 pieces and serve it next to a bowl of oatmeal, I think it would be undetectable which one was actually oatmeal.
You know what, Jim? There's food that you eat because it's nice to eat it, and there's food that you eat as an investment in your future. And when you eat oatmeal, that is an investment in a
Well, that's what
really-
Jim said after I told him that I ate oatmeal for the first time. He's like, I always have great beans.
Exactly.
It's true.
Exactly.
It is. Yeah, it's a colon blow.
Yeah.
For sure.
But
So yeah,
not
Vanessa,
in
I decided
not
to
in
try-
a loosey goosey crazy way, like in a nice
No.
it's all together.
Predictable, satisfactory way. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all together.
So I tried it hot with milk, as I've heard that's a good way to prepare your oatmeal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it being hot added anything to it.
Well,
That is a weird statement.
yeah, I don't.
Cold
I-
oatmeal tends to congeal and turn to sludge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a hot oatmeal eater on those occasions when I do eat it.
What's your favorite way to take your oatmeal, by the way, Vanessa? How do
Well,
you take your oatmeal?
I do just
Rectally?
make it plain with water. I don't make it with milk.
Okay.
Then,
Was that a mistake that I made then? Should I have tried it with hot water? Okay.
That's not a mistake.
think
It's
either way is
just,
valid.
preference. And then I will, if I have them, I will put blueberries on it. So I think that blueberries go nicely with oatmeal. Sometimes I will put some crushed up walnuts, but if I'm really going for that real good BM, I'll put some flaxseed. Flaxseed makes you
Oh,
so
whoa.
regular.
That is like nature's Xcellent
Exactly.
right there.
And then like a little bit of honey is good on it too.
Let's change the
nice.
subject.
Nice. Wait, hold on. I like mine with I'm
Okay.
also a hot water person,
Mhm.
but I'm just like give me some oatmeal and some brown sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Let me mix that brown sugar in there. Oh yeah. But mine it's less about it being sweet from the brown sugar. It's more about the consistency of it. I don't like it to be super runny, but I don't like it to be super thick either. I like a good texture without a lot of runniness. I don't want it to fall out of my spoon, but I also don't want to shovel it out of the bowl either.
Right. You want to break up that gluten with or whatever.
Yeah,
there is.
you want it to be. You wanted it to have, and like a nice, satisfying, maybe like a cheese soupish.
So what? So you'll take an unflavored oatmeal and then just add brown sugar yourself? Is that how you prepare
Yes.
it? Okay.
I do like to add my own brown sugar.
How do you feel
Okay.
about the maple and brown sugar packets? Because when I was a young woman,
I think those
would do
are
that.
also good.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are also good. That's my favorite, like pre-prepared packet.
Have
of
you ever
oatmeal.
had Weetabix? Because I used to like that a lot.
I have. Yeah, that's wheat germ, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It's not.
That's
oats.
like a cream of wheat. It's like cream of wheat, which is wheat germ.
Okay.
It's similar, but
Cream of wheat, good. I thought Weetabix was more like a shredded wheat. It's like a cube, right?
oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like a patty. It's like a
Yeah,
patty.
yeah.
that's
I
like
was
that.
thinking of like cream of wheat. Okay, that's different.
I don't know. I don't know what he was talking about, but I just agreed with it. I'm sorry, Vanessa. I didn't
You don't know
know.
what cream of wheat is?
No, I've seen the box.
I've
Cream of
never
wheat is
had
good
it, but
too.
I've always, whenever
I
they have
like
it in
it.
movies, I've always thought it looked good.
It doesn't taste like anything. Even more than oatmeal, it tastes of nothing.
Okay, because oatmeal
You know
has
what
a little
kind
bit of
of-
that oat cookie. Like I like
Yeah.
the oatmeal cookie a lot.
Yeah.
You know what oatmeal adjacent movie food I always thought looked good and I really wanted to try was the goop that they eat in the Matrix that they say looks
Oh,
like a
yeah.
bowl of snot when
Oh,
they're
yeah.
eating that. I always thought that looks kind of good. I think
Yeah.
I would eat that.
Yeah, maybe it's nummy.
Mm.
That's a unusual
looks
variation
oatmeal-like.
on people's classic dream movie meal of the stuff from Hook when they have their imaginary dinner.
Yeah, but
I've
the thing
never
is,
seen
like,
Hook.
that's what tech bros basically eat now, right? They all like
Yeah, they
drink Soylent,
eat
and that's what
Soylent.
they eat,
Mhm.
basically. Fucking
Okay.
weird, man.
I like Soylent. I'm gonna say that right out. It's
but
it's a
that's
good
not
meat
all you
replacement.
eat, though.
It's not all I eat. I haven't had it in years, but
and
I thought
you're
it was
not quote unquote biohacking.
No, I'm not. So can I change subjects now, Jim?
Sure, yeah, please.
I saw a film called Sheep Detectives. The Sheep Detectives.
I've
just
been
came out?
waiting for your review. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I kind of want to see this movie.
It has Hugh Jackman. It has Emma Thompson.
Whoa.
And many celebrity voices like Bryan Cranston and Chris O'Dowd.
I love Chris
And
O'Dowd.
some
He's
other
so
people.
dreamy.
Who's Chris O'Dowd? Oh, he's the
IT
Scottish
crowd.
guy, right? Or Irish.
Yeah, Irish guy from
Yeah.
IT
Irish
Crowd.
He was the guy in that Cloverfield movie,
He's great.
and his guts turned into worms.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one.
No, spoiler alert for Chris O'Dowd and
Which
was in
Cloverfield?
that,
The first one?
the Cloverfield paradox.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I've seen like
that
one
one's
to
it's garbage.
13
Don't watch it.
Cloverfield Lane, and I've seen the
That's
original.
the
That's a good
only
movie.
Cloverfield I saw. He was in that show, The Big Door Prize, which I enjoyed, but then they canceled it prematurely.
I watched one episode of that and thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good, but I can't recommend it because it never goes anywhere because it was canceled prematurely.
Mhm.
Sad.
Yeah.
It also stars Nicholas Galzatine, who looks just like a young, what's the name of the guy from 28 Days Later? Cillian Murphy.
Murphy.
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian
yeah.
Murphy. He looks a lot like a young Cillian Murphy. Like he's got that very similar weird face.
Very like
Ooh.
gaunt looking.
Yeah.
Ooh, he sounds dreamy.
Mhm. Who? Oh, Bella Ramsey. What has Bella Ramsey been in? Why is she familiar?
She's in Last of Us.
Oh yeah, she's in that. So that's neat.
Do you think they
I'm just
cast her
trying to
because her last name is Ramsey, and they're like, can we get for this sheep movie? Get that Ramsey girl.
I didn't
Actually, I think
realize
it's they. I
main
apologize, misgendering.
the main sheep is Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Oh, an American sheep.
I did not place that voice at all.
So
but yeah,
the plot of this film.
I'll just tell you the premise. I'm not going to tell you the plot. The premise of the film is that there is a shepherd, and he loves his sheep. He raises them for wool. He does not slaughter them. He is a vegetarian. He does not believe in it. So he does read them a bit of a murder mystery every night, and he doesn't realize that after he goes to bed, they're all talking to each other. What he hears as "bah" is actually like talking words.
Mm-hmm.
And all these sheep have personalities. He like goes through all naming them and stuff, and the personalities he assigns them are pretty close to how they are in their own language.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a Babe situation with like a mix of puppets and CG and real animals.
And then eventually they go on to solve a mystery, right? They are sheep.
Yeah, because
detectives.
Hugh Jackman is murdered right at the beginning. He's murdered right at
Yes.
the beginning. Yeah, and they have to figure out who done it. And because they're such a fan of mystery novels, they have all the skills together to solve it. And it is a very family. It's very much a family film, but it respects the audience in a way that I feel. I don't watch a ton of family films, but I haven't seen a kids movie that respected its audience this much in years, I would say.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Like it's just like it reminds you of the good ones I loved as a kid in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Can I ask you a question?
yeah.
Did one of the sheep do it?
Don't
No,
tell
Jen.
him.
Okay.
It
I've
was
heard
not
people say that it made
one
them
of the
cry.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
There's like, again, it's a movie that respects its audience, so it doesn't pull punches. Like, people die in it and stuff.
Mhm.
It's an interesting film, and yeah, it reminds me. I think if you liked Babe, if you liked I don't know, what's the one with the horse dying? There is animal death in this movie, but
Horse dying.
Yeah, like the
Seabiscuit, Warhorse.
Lorfax sinks into the swamp. Arthax.
Never ending story.
Yeah. It's got an Arthax moment, basically.
Isn't it the Arthax? Is it? What is that horse's name?
I don't
Mhm.
know. Anyway,
Yeah.
it has a sad part. And so, yeah, but I think kids can deal with sadness. It's okay if they cry.
Yeah.
It's okay to make children cry. And I think that
Artax.
Artax. Okay.
Yeah. You know what? There was a time when Jalen was probably between like 7 and 11, where every year we would watch like the new Pixar or Disney film that came out around Christmas, and it would always just destroy us both. We'd just be like just in tears by the end. Like the year we watched Life, that one with I
yeah.
think Jamie Foxx, who plays the jazz guy.
Mhm.
By the end of it, we were both just in tears, just destroyed. It's like I was like, we have to stop spending our Christmases like in tears.
I don't think it's that much of a weepy, but there's definitely moments. So why is it that you can basically only show characters dying in animal movies now, like for kids movies? Have you noticed that?
Kids are
that's
soft. They're
Like,
soft.
kids today.
Yeah, they're
They
weak.
don't have. They don't watch a horse slowly drown like we did.
We watched it and
Yeah.
we liked it.
No, that was awful. Anyway, yeah, a thumbs up. I thought it was really well done. Yeah, it's a kids movie, so it's not like high high art, but it's good. I thought it was a very well done, nice movie. The end. Vanessa, what about you?
Wait, wasn't
Oh,
this? Wasn't the Sheep Detectives book
mhm.
written by someone Taskmaster adjacent?
Oh,
Was
I
it?
Or am I
surely
thinking of
would
somebody
know
else?
if that was the case. I
No,
think you're
it's
out of
based
your
on a
mind.
German.
Oh.
It's based on a German book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Got my Taskmaster properties mixed up.
Mhm.
Didn't that one guy, that Tim Key guy you like, write a book?
He's written many books.
Oh, that was a murder mystery thing. The Thursday Murder Club or whatever.
You're thinking of Richard Osman, who
Oh, right. Yes, the
Yes,
very
he
tall
is-
man.
Okay.
he's one of the most popular authors in the world. True story.
Wow.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone in this film who's been in Taskmaster, as far as I can
Oh,
tell.
what a horrible oversight. I mean, it's like a British film too, right?
Wow.
How can
0
you not
stars.
cast a Taskmaster star? Yeah, I
They-
don't like
they-
this.
Yeah. I don't
They
think...
should put Hugh Jackman on Taskmaster.
I have my issues with Hugh Jackman these days. I don't want to see that guy that much.
Oh, yeah. Because he's a whore for MAGA money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, should I not have seen it then?
No. You didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
Now I'm just
All
looking
right.
at the
Well-
Sheep Detective cast to task
Yeah.
to see if there's any.
Considering that it's a small town England murder mystery, I don't think there's
You'd
any.
think there would be, right?
I've been rewatching Taskmaster season 4 again. I'm like, you know what? I want to watch something fun. Lolly and what's the name of the guy from IT Crowd? The one you like, the goth one.
Oh, Noel Fielding. Matt
Yeah,
likes
Noel
him.
Fielding.
Oh, Noel Fielding's great. He's the Mighty Boosh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
The Bush himself.
And Old Greg, is that also
Mhm,
Noel Fielding?
That's also him.
Yeah, there's some
I know
fun.
some British comedy
And of course,
stuff.
Mel Goodrich, who is Vanessa, but nice. Is
It's
that how I
me.
described her?
You described me as a meaner version of her. So yeah, basically the
Right.
same.
Pretty much, yeah.
Which I thought was a wonderful compliment.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's. So Vanessa, how'd you level up?
Wow, thank you for asking. Well, since we've been talking about Taskmaster anyway, I'll discuss the Taskmaster Escape Room board game. This came out a few months ago, but I haven't had an opportunity to play it. Well, I did because it's a single player game, but I generously waited for an evening when my friends would be available to play it with me, and I forced them to come to my house and play the Taskmaster Escape Room game with me, and we had a great time. It was a lot more difficult than I anticipated. I sort of thought it would be more of a kiddie type escape room game, but it had legitimately difficult puzzles. And we did have to use the hint system once or twice, which I didn't mind because it featured videos of little Alex Horn. Basically, you do it at home. You build a little miniature Taskmaster house, which was adorable. And you have 15 different puzzles that you do. It took us about 2 hours and 40 minutes. We did take some breaks that we forgot to pause the timer during. And at the end, you calculate a score for yourself based on the time played and the number of hints that you used. And we got a score of 3. Respectable,
Out of?
if not excellent. Out of 5, of course, in the style of the
If you-
Taskmaster.
Okay.
If you had given yourself or taken out the time that you didn't stop the clock, would you have done better?
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
Like better to the point where it would have given you graduated you into a 4-star, maybe?
Well, I don't know because I don't know how long we didn't pause the clock for.
Okay.
But, I mean, 2 hours and 40 minutes is a long time to be playing a game. At the end, I think we were
Usually give
definitely...
you like an hour to do an escape room, too. right?
Yeah. So this is, you're going to get your money's worth. It says on the box that it's like 120 minutes plus. So they definitely expect you to take at least 2 hours to do it. Although if you're playing it with people who live with you, you can pause it and come back to it over multiple days if that's more your style. But I would recommend it if you're a Taskmaster fan. If you're not a Taskmaster fan, even if you're a diehard escape room fan, I don't think you're going to get any more out of it than you would a normal escape room game, and there are some. It says you don't need to know anything about the show to play it, but there were definitely some things where knowledge of the show, I think, helped us solve things faster. For example, there's a reference to patatas, and you can sort of go through the handbook to figure out what or
I
who
do
patatas
love
is.
patatas.
I know, patatas is the best. But knowing who patatas was, in fact, had caused me to locate patatas prematurely because I was so excited to see patatas. So, knowledge can help a little bit. And I watched. I have given in to my particular flavor of nerdery, and I have procured a subscription to National Theatre's Live's streaming service. This is the National Theatre of England. You probably have seen some of their films advertised as being in theaters. They'll be like, oh, you can see the stage version of whatever it is they've done, filmed and then put on the big screen. Now they have a home.
Are those worth checking out?
I think so. I mean, if you like theater or are even like just kind of interested in theater, I think they're great. And I got a year-long subscription, which was $120 US, which I think is a really good deal because there's about like 120 plays or something like that available now, and they're adding things all the time. So we watched The Importance of Being Earnest with Cutie Gatwa. Cootie Gatwa. He is a cutie, aka Doctor Who himself. And it was a really fun production of that show. It was really campy. It's a great play if you like language and puns. And I'm really looking forward to seeing a lot more on there. There's a couple of Michael Sheen plays. There's Ian McKellen. Basically, like all of the kind of biggest British stars of stage. Ralph Fiennes. And I think that I am definitely going to get my money's worth. I mean, even going to see the filmed version of these plays will cost like $20 in the theater. So if you plan to watch 5, 6 plays over the course of a year, you're going to get your money's worth. And I am excited to explore it some more. And that's
I have a question.
Yeah.
I went to go see the movie yesterday, and I walked into the wrong theater.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked into the Billie Eilish concert that they're showing. It's like a filmed concert.
Right.
And I like Billie Eilish's music a lot, but I felt embarrassed by that fact because at the concert footage that I saw for a second, it was all children, all teenage girls. I felt like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
no.
Billie Eilish's fan base,
But
man.
she's got Bury Your Friend, such a good song, or Bad Guys, an amazing song. I can like some of her stuff, right? It's not too weird.
Of course.
Like
And
whatever you want, Johnny. It's not like you're hanging out with teenagers while you're listening to it.
No, that's true.
at the start of this play that I watched, they showed some of the crowd that was there to see the play in person. And it was a lot of people who were older than me. And I didn't feel like I didn't belong just because I'm not a total gray hair going to this play. But beyond that, I have to say, looked a lot like me, these crowds of English people, very, very pale, a little bit dowdy, just there to have a nice time at a play. And that's how I leveled up. Jim.
Yeah, my turn. I will say I wanted to give another shout out to Widow's Bay for continuing to be maybe my favorite show in a long time. It's rare to see a show that starts out so good and just gets better and better as it goes along.
Yeah, I've recommended it to a lot of people, and I was talking to a friend who I had almost recommended it to, but she doesn't like horror. But she said that it's funny enough that she's able to enjoy it. And she really likes kind of quirky Twin Peaksy towns kind of shows. So she
Yeah.
gets that out of it, and her husband likes horror, so they're both like into it in different ways.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot of reactions to it, and it's funny that it seems like horror people really seem to take away like the suspense part of it, and like the people who are more prone to the comedies get more of like there's kind of a workplace comedy slash like you said, like almost like surreal Twin Peaksy kind of comedy thing happening. Well, I guess both, it's kind of doing both things, but people definitely latch on to different pieces of it. But it's doing everything so well, and it's building up to a mystery, to a bigger mystery in like a really satisfying way.
I
And
loved
it's just
episode
so well
4.
done.
It was
So
so good. I loved it so much.
Episode 4 is amazing, and I remember watching the first episode, and Katie O'Flynn is like kind of the protagonist of the 4th episode, and I remember thinking I'm really going to enjoy her character because like just the way she's introduced and her lines and stuff are all so good, and the little feature episode they gave her in episode 4 was just like it's one of my favorite episodes of TV in like years. I think it's so perfectly done. Like everything about it pays off. It's like such a perfectly structured like episode of television.
And I watched it with someone who had not been watching the series, and in fact tried the first episode and kind of bounced off it, but they really liked episode 4 as well. So
Yeah,
I think
it nails the horror stuff. Like when it does the horror thing, it does it, and it doesn't shy away from any like particularly gruesome element of like the type of horror that it's doing. But it still is able to inject comedy in it in a way that I think makes it approachable and not super off-putting or jarring. And I think a lot of the character work it does really helps ground it all. But yeah, it's so good. And I if you haven't checked it out, check it out if you have if you have a way to watch it on Apple TV Plus. I also watched a couple other horror things. I went and saw the hot new horror film Obsession.
What is it
By
about?
hot new horror director Curry Barker.
Is that the one with Beyonce and that lady from
Yeah,
Heroes
'cause I'm
is
pretty sure that's what that
after
is.
her?
No.
Yeah.
No, this is different. That's Ollie Larder, and I think that one's called Obsessed.
Maybe.
I don't remember. But this one is about a guy who has like a I won't say unrequited, but an unspoken crush with one of his friends, and can't kind of like work up the courage to tell her how he feels, even when she straight up asks him, and is in a shop and sees this kind of novelty toy called a One Wish Willow that can grant you one wish. And so he, just thinking it won't come true, wishes on it that this girl will love him more than anyone in the world. And it turns out to be a real kind of monkey's paw love potion backfire situation where she becomes dangerously obsessed with him and her love being returned, and it becomes it just kind of spirals out of control in ways that are uncomfortable and jarring, and actually say a lot about like consent and the kind of journey that the protagonist takes in realizing what he's done. Very good horror. I don't think I've been that unnerved and like have had my nerves shredded as much by a horror movie since I saw Hereditary in theaters. And so like it doesn't quite reach the dramatic highs of Hereditary, like with Toni Collette's performance, but Inda Navarrete, who plays the subject of the wish, gives such an amazing performance. Like the expressions that she's able to make and the way that they film some of her movements and the way that she kind of brings this obsessive character to life and oscillates like between like her original character and the obsessive character. It's all so good. And it's fantastic. And the way she's lit, it's just a top to bottom good movie, and the way it's directed and written and acted, it's just amazing. So I would recommend going to see it. I also watched another movie that I thought was going to be terrible, which is the kind of reboot or requel of Faces of Death. which was like a kind of pseudo documentary that was out at like the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, it was like real people dying footage, I thought.
It purported to, it was fake. It was just really believable, like gore. But the kind of urban legend of it was that it was a real thing. But they did like kind of a reboot of it that stars someone from Euphoria, I think. But I watched it last night, and it's actually really good. It's a really interesting take on the Faces of Death concept, and it says it's actually like it says a lot about like the current version of desensitization of violence and like viral videos and like, you know, there's like the TikTok culture and all that stuff. It's very well done. And I thought that was really good. And I also bought Max Payne 1 and Max Payne 2 on Steam, which I'm really excited to play. Even if it took me 40 minutes to get Max Payne 1 running, the Steam version running, after downloading a huge patch file, I finally got it to work. Those games are great. And I also bought Call of Juarez Gunslinger, which is the Call of Juarez sequel that I think came out on the PS2. Maybe it was PS3 on that one, actually. But that game is really good, too, if you like those old like first-person shooters. It's kind of like it plays kind of like BioShock Infinite in the gunplay. I like the BioShock games a little bit, but it's like a Western. Anyways, that's super cool and was really fun to play. And that's it for this week's level ups. That's it for this week's episode of Square Roots, actually.
Ooh.
But before we go, I'll tell everyone about the Patreon, patreon.com/Square Roots Podcast. That's where you'll find all of our great bonus content. At the $3 tier, you'll get access to all that bonus content. This month, we're going to be talking about Mortal Kombat 2, which Matt, Johnny, and I all saw and have opinions about.
And it's going to be super on time for once.
It's going to be super on time for once. There's also going to be another extra bonus that Matt and I will do. We're going to have another installment of our book club where we will be discussing 2 vampire novels. One being Coffin Moon. Let me actually look up the authors of these. One, Coffin Moon, which is a 1970 set horror novel by Keith Rawson. And then the other one is called The Buffalo Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones. So Matt and I will be going deep on those. Like I said, you can find all that content at the $3 subscription tier. At the $5 tier, you get access to all that content. Plus, you can vote on games that we play on the show. We are just wrapping up a vote with Legend of Dragoon, but we will have another one on there eventually after we finish Dragoon. And I don't remember whose game it is after that.
I believe it's mine.
Ooh.
I think it is yours, actually. So after Johnny's pick, we will have another vote go live. So look forward to that. No matter what tier you subscribe at, we do like to thank some of our patrons personally on the show every week. I'm going to start us off by thanking Cyril the Wolf, Unbustable Kupo Nut. I think that's our good friend Puke right there, actually. Cyber_emblem, Chris Orr, Friend of DeSoto, Aaron O'Toole, Jaybird, Josh, Huxley Iguana, Ari Corpivara, and William Westgard.
I'd like to thank David Shook, Loafing Around, Cerulean, Angel, Gigantified Microspace Hamster, Star Healer, Florian Jonas Kramer, Sergeant Spaghetti, and Brian Pitt, and Robert.
And I'd like to thank Eric Garby, My Battery is Low, Julie, Arthur A., Seka Bimmons, David Arnold, Davin Houston, Isaac Wright, Kenny Sloth, and Tom.
All right, that's it for this episode of Square Roots. If you would like to send us an email to have read on the air, we're at squarerootspodcast@gmail.com. Come find us on Blue Sky at squarerootspod.bsky.social or email us, and we'll send you a link to our sweet Discord channel.
And rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, YouTube Podcasts, which is their new podcast category. It's got a whole podcatcher of their own. Spotify.
It's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, actually.
Ghana, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Thanks, Stephen Morris, for our Square Roots theme. You can find Stephen on YouTube. Links in the show notes.
All right, for Square Roots, I'm Jim Banks.
I am Johnny Brandon.
I'm Vanessa, and Matt will be back eventually.
Yeah, he says he's been banished from the podcast.
Yeah, we'll bring him back when Legend of Dragoon starts. He's our Dragoon party leader.
Has he been dragooning it up? Does he
He's
have his
played a little bit.
dragooning face on?
Yeah.
He's gooning.
Dragooning.
Dragooning. All right, bye.
Bye. Oh, there's gonna be so many good gooning jokes.